tell my people that's in there getting these shots and shit, that's not what you want to do with yourself. And I'm teaching them how to cleanse some of that shit up out their body. That's my purpose. That's my objective. Yep. I need each and every one of us. You doing your job, right? You passing the information. We all have a piece to the puzzle, right? But if you're afraid to share your information, if you're afraid to share your knowledge for fear of sounding crazy, being crazy, acting, bitch, be crazy. And we can figure the shit out later. If I'm not right, my brother gonna tell me, no, sis, that's not right. This is what that is. But you cannot be afraid to put what the universe is placing on you to help everybody get up out of this shit. You are literally a walking sun. They cannot take you, right? So every effort they are trying to do is to cool you the fuck down. Go ahead.
I wrote a song some years ago, say, if I was a prophet, would you watch me rise? Or talk about me bad, be government spies? Despise me for relentless pursuit of the truth. Since suicide bombers will execute me in the booth. You can kill the man, but you can't kill the source. If I was a prophet, you couldn't alter my course. That's if I was a prophet.
I admire you. And somebody, a beautiful goddess just said in the chat, I wish I was a doula, or I want to be a doula. Sister, you are a fucking doula. You already the doula. We've been doing this shit since the beginning of time. It's already within you. You don't need nobody to train you on how to give birth, something that's natural to you. You are a doula. Just do it.
And on top of that, when you start studying in what they call prenatal medicine, you find out that cesarean, that came from African women in the villages who encountered some women with something called closed hips. They couldn't give natural birth. Closed hips is a reptilian trait. And the closed hips require a C-section or the mother will die in childbirth. She will not be able to pass the child, and it might even kill the child. So women can use the cesarean as a way to bring the child into the world and try to save the mother's life at the same time. This is common knowledge in modern medicine. They all know this. The nutrition for that they give you, the big ass horse pills they give to women that's pregnant with the vitamins. They got that from Mississippi women who was doulas who used to use red clay dirt and have the pregnant women eat it in order to get their nutrition up. Mm-hmm. So they knew that the women require excess nutrition. We don't want to give them clay dirt. We want to give them something we can monetize. So we're going to put this shit in a pill. Mm-hmm. So they took the same shit, then all other herbs like the moringa and the maca, the electric and the magnetic herb for malnutrition. They don't want us teaching this, mm-hmm. right? Because they know it. I'm not telling you something that is not in the journals of medicine, right? This is something that they are currently aware of and have been aware of for a long time, right? So the doula center is going to open to start recollecting all of that ancient knowledge that's still in practice in villages all over the world. Mm-hmm. Right. So the doula center is going to be ran by what we call a traveling doula. Her job is to go over there to where doulas are in other lands and see what they're doing that we need. Mm-hmm. It's consolidating the knowledge again. We did this before thousands of years ago. Now here we are doing the same shit all over again because the doula's been scattered and replaced by Western medicine, allopathic pharmaceutical representatives instead of allopathic naturopathic physicians, right? Mm-hmm. So we had to go to homeopathy because homeopathy's underlying purpose is to establish homeostasis within the body, which is the state of balance, which takes us back to the laws of Mach. And to balance the self is to balance the universe, because we the microcosm of the macrocosm.
Mm-hmm.
And the more of us that get the information that understands what's taking place, the more it activates using the 100 monkey effect. And when the 100 monkey effect get to a certain point, that's called critical mass in physics. And once it reaches critical mass, it ain't no stopping it. And this shit is over.
Yep. And see, I'm glad you touched on that whole deal of C-sections, because each time we allow them to play surgery on us, they are changing the way we give birth, right? Because if you're in the process of giving birth, first of all, we're giving birth the wrong way whenever we have our children in the hospital. Then we're allowing them to cut on us. That passes memory. That passes memory to the next generation, right? So you're passing memory to the next generation that they cannot. You know how important it is for the baby to come through that canal? Do you know important how many bacteria are down there that baby have to pass through? Do you know how important it is for the crown of that child's head to touch the hair on that vagina?
That's called the corona period. When the head is seen, that's called the crowning or the corona. And it's not a coincidence either.
It's not. And it's all done by design. I'm telling you, everything that these motherfuckers created was for your demise. Well,
they didn't create nothing. All they did was took what we did naturally and weaponized it against us.
There you go. Gratitude for the correction. But yes, everything is an